Fred here, welcome back to the Gear Obsession channel. I'm here doing my morning walkthrough at Walmart, and I decided I'm going to do a review on this product. I already have it and been using it for about a year, and it's a solar charger and battery backup unit. That's what it sells for, $29.88. So here's the Scosche Solar Powered Battery Charger, or cell phone charger, or USB device charger, whatever you want to call it. Let's go ahead and take a close look. On this side you have the solar panel, and that's it. Underneath you have a USB port, so you would basically plug in your cell phone into with its cable into the USB port to charge it. And you also have a micro USB port, and that's what you would use to charge this. If you wanted to charge it, like let's say you don't have sun and you just want to charge it up so you have it ready and it's not fully charged, then you go ahead and plug its cable, the micro, into a USB device that's capable of providing enough power to charge this up, and it'll charge it up. On the back side, or the front side, depending on how you're looking at it, you have a button, and you press it, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4 lights. There are 4 lights, and it will indicate how much juice you have left in here. So I guess by quarter, quarter, half, 3/4 full. And you have an in and out light. When it is charging, like you're charging it through its own USB charger, or it has sun coming in into the solar panel, this in light will light. When you plug in your cell phone into this, the out light would light. If you have it charging with solar and you have your cell phone in, I've seen both light. So anyway, that goes on. That's basically all the functionality this device has. Now, I've had this for about a year, and it's performed fairly. I would give it that. I had a cell phone that was, let me see, about 30%, and I left it plugged into this thing for about 2 hours, and it maybe got it up to 60, 70% at the most. So, not a very good charger. You know, maybe, excuse me, I'm sorry. You know, maybe for a cell phone that doesn't require a lot of power, it'll charge up a lot quicker, but I was using this primarily with my iPhone, which does have a larger battery, and it doesn't do a good job of charging those bigger battery sucking devices. At least not very well at all. I mean, it can get you out of a jam. Let's say in an emergency situation, your cell phone is dead. It can get it working, so not too bad. Now, for the bad news. After about a year of somewhat type of usage, and you know, as far as it working good, I plugged in my new Motorola Atrix into this, and that was the last thing this device has ever done, because all the lights went out and it went dead. So it blew it out. Now, the Atrix has a bigger battery than the iPhone does. It's probably one of the biggest batteries in any cell phone, and I guess this just couldn't take it anymore, and now it is completely dead. No lights come on, no nothing. So, you know, I don't consider this a good buy. It didn't work very well, and it gave up the ghost in a year. So anyway, I'm going to bring the camera into the workbench here, and we're going to crack it open and see what made it tick when it worked. One thing I almost forgot to show you is suction cups. This is a holder, so you would put this on your windshield of your car, and then the solar panel would be facing outside the window, and you would just slide this in there like that, so it'd be on your windshield charging. And you know, inside of a car in the summertime with the sun bearing down on it will get super hot, and I don't think it's a good idea for electronics to be suction cupped to your window in the scorching sun. I think that might have helped to the demise of this device. Anyway, I've already pulled the 4 screws out, so I can easily open this up. And we can take a look inside. Now, of course, we have the solar panel here, and if I turn it over, there's the underside of the solar panel, and you have 2 cables that are going to the circuit board. There's your circuit board, there's your USB, here's your micro USB. I see capacitor in there and a micro chip in there. I'll let you take a close look. So there's the motherboard, if you would call it that, or circuit board. Really not much to look at unless you're an electronics geek. And then, of course, the heart of this whole thing is a battery. Let me turn it around this way. This has built into it a rechargeable lithium-ion battery. It has 1500 milliamp hours, 3.7 volt DC. So, is it replaceable? It's glued to this case pretty good, and you would have to solder a new wire in. So, I don't know if it's the battery that went or maybe something else blew on the motherboard. I have no clue, and it's really not worth fixing as far as I'm concerned, since it didn't do a very good job to begin with. So would I recommend it? No. I give this a 2 out of 10, only because it could have helped me out if, let's say, I was stranded somewhere and I needed to charge a cell phone up. It could have done it, and it could have got it charged up enough where I could have made an emergency call. But I wouldn't recommend it for devices with big batteries with a lot of capacity, such as the Motorola Atrix or any of the really large smartphones. So, but probably for a smaller flip phone or maybe your smaller smartphones, maybe. But don't expect it to last too long, especially when it's baking in the sun on your dashboard. So, again, 2 out of 10 is all I'm going to give it. And this is the Scosche Solar Powered Charger. So, one day when I make it to the range, I have another target. Which hopefully will be soon. I think shortly after Memorial Day, talking to my buddy, and I think we're ready to get out there and do some shooting soon. So with that, I'd like to thank viewers and subscribers and friends here on YouTube, and also thank police, firemen, and those of you who have served and are serving in our great country's military. Thank you very much for joining me here again at the Gear Obsession channel. Have a great evening.